Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. In continuation of interpretation and explanation and exploring the verses of Quran, the narration of Holy God, which has He revealed in Quran, and we are trying to interpret it and give detail of what Allah has said to man, and He has addressed him for that. We have reached verse number 35, which is saying, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wa kulna ya Adam uskun anta wa zawjuka al-jannata wa kula minha ragadan haythu shi'tuma wa la takraba hadhihi ash-shajarata fatakuna min az-zalimin. This is part of that story of creation of human. And Allah, when He created him and commanded all angels to bow before him and prostrate before him, they did it, and then Allah told them that He is to put this man on earth. Then angel asked, or they expressed their concern over this putting man on earth, and they said he is a bloodshedder and he will destroy the land and he will make corruption there. And Allah said, I know what you don't know. Then Allah said to Adam and his wife, from this ayah on, though before that Allah had put a contest between them, and Adam was able to pass it and complete it and give good result, while angels could not do that. So they became satisfied with what Allah was going to do. So Allah said to Adam and his wife that you go and dwell in the garden He mentioned to them, to the garden where it was. We have discussed in the previous verses. And now Allah saying to them in this ayah, wa kulna, and we said, first we translate it and then we will explain it. Wa kulna ya Adam, O Adam, uskun anta wa zawjuka, dwell, keep living and have a life, you and your wife. Where? Al-Jannah, in a special garden. Of course, this garden was a special garden, and Al-Jannah, there is Alif Lam on Jannah, and it is not a common noun, it is a proper noun, and it means that Jannah is a special Jannah which was known to Adam that time, and so they entered to that Jannah. And Allah said, Wakula minha, and you use it. Kula means, it doesn't mean only eating and drinking, this, or only eating, while it has a meaning of eating too. Kul, kula, akala. But here it means that go and be there in garden and use it as you want, where you want, and what time you want. Ragadan means with a free will and free choice and easefully, whatever you want, and abundantly, not any restriction. Hey Sushetama, as you wish, as you will. as you like, but only one thing should be observed, and that is wala takraba hazihi shajara. A special tree was there, and Allah said not to go near that, not to approach it, not to take anything from that tree. Fatakuna min az-zalimin. If you did like that, you will be of those who are wrongdoer. They are unjust. Zalim mean unjust, the one who is not making justice. And this is mentioning that there is an unjust act if you go there. But to whom this unjust is, it is not mentioned there. But of course, when it is said like this openly and without any mentioning the object of that, it means that this unjust matter or unjust act is by on themselves. The object of this unjust is the one who is doing that. So injustice is made with someone's self and his own self. In this verse, Allah actually, the situation is a picture of the future of Adam. In reality is that, otherwise this putting in the garden and then telling him not to approach this special tree, and you are allowed to do all other things and all other acts you are allowed to, but only one thing is prohibited here and you are forbidden to do that. It is an example of worldly life. Our worldly life is actually same to this exactly, we can say, as we are living in a big garden of this world, and Adam was also to go to this landly life and earthly life, and he is put in a big garden and he is restricted from only a bunch of things. Shajara means actually in linguistically it means that something that has branches and that has gone like branches or something like that on earth. For this shajara means this tree is also called tree and shajara because it has some branches and it is somehow we can say that he details itself and goes all around it, and it does not remain in itself. So shajara means it has some branches and it is a bundle of something and it is a bunch of something. Means there are only few with great garden that we are living in this worldly life. A bunch of things are that are prohibited, and we are to abstain and we are to keep away from that. And Allah is putting Adam for an exemplary life here, and that would be a very small picture of the life that we have in this world, and that is a big garden, and we are allowed to do it, to use it, to eat and to dwell whatever and whenever and however we like, but only some things, a number of things, only a few. They are that Allah has said that do not go near to that, as in other ayat and verses Allah has given detail of those things which are prohibited for us. For this we can say this is an example, a picture of those and of that life which is coming for Adam and humankind. So this little picture, he showed us why he showed us that, and in the next ayah we will discuss it inshallah. But first we should say that this garden is a garden of test for Adam, and is a picture for us that the world that you live, or mankind you are going to live, is a garden. Everything is allowed, only one shajara or a bunch of things are prohibited, and you have to keep yourself away from all those things. And inshallah, this is the end of this ayah. Again I translate it, and we'll go for the next ayah in the next session. Wakulna, we said, Ya Adam, O Adam, uskun anta wa zawjakal, dwell yourself, you set your living with your wife in this garden, and eat you both minha, from it, ragadan, as you like, easefully, whatever you want. Haythu shaitama, as haythu means everywhere, anywhere, anytime. All those aspects are covered in haythu shaitama wala takraba, and do not go near to this special tree, fatakuna, otherwise you will be of wrongdoer, or the whom that are making unjust to themselves. And we will inshallah going to do the next ayah in the next session. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all.